Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the Hitchhiking Host Show. I am your ghost host, Wes Troop. And before we kick off this week's show, a few big announcements to make. For the first time in forever, I'm sure you guys love me for that one, not only could you be watching the show on YouTube, but you could also be listening to the show on a podcast. That's right, we upgraded this week to not only doing YouTube videos, but also being on a podcast, which you can find on Podbeam. I will put the link on the video if you would like to listen. It's the same exact show, but you don't have to see my glorious face. So, you know, and if you're listening on podcast and you'd rather watch on YouTube and see this glorious face, well, then you can subscribe and I'll give the link later. And then you can watch all the videos and, you know, because I'm sure you want to do that. Anyway, so, yes, I am now, the show is now on Podbeam, and it will also be on iTunes soon. I will be releasing that information on the Facebook, Twitter, all that good social media accounts when it happens. So be sure to look out for it. Thank you to everyone who listened and watched and whatnot. But now, we are actually taking the Hitchhiking Host Show to new heights, as my friend Prince Ludwig would say. It's time to take the show to new heights. And this is a milestone for the Hitchhiking Host Show. We're kind of changing things up a little bit for the first time in forever. Oh, man. We're going to take the regular show. Hitchhiking Host Show will still exist, but it will be a little bit different. The Hitchhiking Host Show itself will now just be strictly what we're going to call news show, but more trending topics. Things everybody's talking about in the Disney theme park world, and Universal every now and then. So that's gonna be basically going to cover your trending topics, and that's going to be every week, just like we've been doing. Popping out those babies every week. Yeah, oh man. And past episodes have had a history segment or, you know, a general main topic. Those will be now separate and, you know, every so often, probably every week and a half or every 2 weeks, I will upload a Hitchhiking Host 101, it will be called. And I'm going to start all the way back to the first attraction back in 1955 Disneyland, and we're gonna go all the way to the future. So yeah, there's a few good years for you for that progress. So look for the first episode soon. That gives me more time to make it a better full episode, have more pictures, and I will also be releasing those in podcast form as well. Videos and podcasts for both shows. There's also I'm gonna keep going with Ride Day Friday, different ride-throughs on a Friday. There's also, my song parodies are gonna keep going. I have a new series called Versus, which is gonna pit a Disneyland ride versus a Walt Disney World ride. Probably the same version of the ride, like Haunted Mansion versus Haunted Mansion. And I'm gonna tell you what I think is the better ride. And that's going to be periodically, maybe once a month or so. I'm going to put one of those up. And I'm going to do a top 5, top 10, whatnot every once in a while. Top 10 Magic Kingdom rides, top 10 stage shows, whatever. We'll figure it out. But yes, this is a good time to be a hitcher. Yeah, because the Hitchhiking Host Show bringing it to you full force, baby. Yeah, so anyway, now that we have all the announcements out of the way, whether you're watching, whether you're listening, thanks for tuning in. And for the first time, let's kick off the show with some trending topics. first up, Frozen Summer Fun has returned to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Let's go down the list of everything that's going down for real during the celebration. First up is the royal welcome. Anna comes out in a sled and waves to everyone. Olaf on the float from the Christmas party. If you saw the Christmas party parade, it's the same float. The Olaf character looks better. Like the mouth moves and whatnot. Skiers, ice harvesters, ice skaters all around during this mini parade. Kristoff on the Wandering Oakens float, which we've seen previously before in this royal welcome and also in the Christmas party as well. And now there's a new Elsa ice castle float where she's on the top of a balcony. Funny enough, the first day during the parade, the float broke down and Elsa had to get off and hitch a ride with Anna. She's like, whatever. But they do get off the float during sporadic moments of the parade. And sing Let It Go, and it snows and whatnot, and they walk around and whatnot. It's alright for what it is. It's not a very long parade at all. It's just a little, maybe 2-3 minutes. But if I was there, I'd check it out, of course. And the sing-along has been updated. We noted on the show before it was going to move to the Hyperion Theater, which is brand new title for it. It's the theater where American Idol used to be, and going way back, Dug Live and Superstar Television used to be. It's the same show. The same. They didn't really change anything script-wise. There's a better screen in the back, like the California Adventure version, a better looking screen, and the snow projections show on the side during the Let It Go finale, much like in Disneyland at the California Adventure version. So I'm glad they have a better theater than just some random theater in the back lot. Like I said before, I would love if the Hollywood Studios version was put in the California Adventure theater, which is the Muppets, of course. And now it seems like that's a little more seems to be the case. So great, a better theater for that. The Summer Cool Down show with Olaf. Olaf, the character, comes out, dances, and sings in summer. And there's a dance party with beach balls. If I was at Hollywood Studios for this event, I would probably skip this one. Because I just am not a fan of the dance parties. I could really just care less. It's like a version of doing anything. But then again, there's nothing really to do at Hollywood Studios these days, so why not? And at least they have the Olaf character now, and he's just not on a stupid screen. And then to close off the night, they have fireworks. Anna and Kristoff kick off the show. Olaf joins in. And then we have fireworks to the Frozen music. For the first time in forever, Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Love is an Open Door. Elsa comes in for the finale. Olaf starts melting, and Elsa gets the crowd to help. So of course, it ends in the Let It Go fireworks with snow. And then Olaf is back to being normal, because I guess all it took was, the snow. But, it looks a lot like last year's, with just a few additions. It's basically for the people that didn't catch it last year that are huge Frozen fans. So, yeah. It is what it is, right? Alright, I would go if I was down there. I mean, I wouldn't, I like the show, the sing-along, and I would check out the fireworks. Yeah, it seems like it would be fun, for me at least. Me and the kids. Also over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, you can also enjoy a new photo op that allows guests to walk the red carpet and pose with a couple of cement hands on a podium, just like the ones outside the Chinese theater. Other recent additions to the ride include digital movie posters in the queue, new film clips added to the attraction's finale montage movie, with more to be added this summer, and a new audio component to the tour, adding new facts about the movies shown in the ride along the way. But I'm glad the Great Movie Ride is getting some love. It definitely could need some sort of an upgrade. I'm not saying replace the whole ride, but it would be nice to have movies in this century. At least added to the montage movie. Because there have been some great movies lately. And a lot, I've said it before, kids are not going to know who any of these people are, really. They'll know Wizard of Oz and Fantasia, maybe. But that's, even adults, I heard someone in a line once, "Who's John Wayne?" And I'm like, oh, really? Really? But, whatever. I guess you don't watch Westerns or know pop culture. I guess you live under a rock, lady. But, I like all the additions except for the tour, the canned tour. It just takes away from the experience of the guide on the thing, and then all of a sudden the guide becomes okay to use when it's time to hijack the ride vehicle. And then it's like, oh yeah, there's a guy here. Whatever. Alright, heading over to Disney's Animal Kingdom, the Starbucks at Disney's Animal Kingdom is now open. The menu will include the usual regular Starbucks coffee and espressos, frappuccinos, breakfast sandwiches, and pastries, as well as treats made by Disney chefs. Ooh boy. A portion of the sales of each Starbucks flat white latte at the reopened Creature Comforts, that's what it's called, will benefit conservation programs already underway to help preserve the cotton-tailed tamarin in Colombia. This drink was specially selected from other menu choices because of the cotton-top tamarin's fluffy white crests that appear on their heads. Makes sense. Creature Comforts is located in Discovery Island and includes geometric designs and carvings, warm colors, African Maasai shield designs, and hand-painted coffee beans. Sounds good to me. I mean, every other park has a Starbucks in it, so why not the Animal Kingdom? And I like that the proceeds are going to save animals, because why not? It's the Animal Kingdom, right? But, if you need a coffee pick-me-up, check out Creature Comforts. And now heading over to the resorts in Walt Disney World. If you're ready for an afternoon dip at your resort, check out this cool new event for kids. Just for the kids. Hi, kids! The Disney Junior Pool Party is an interactive 22-minute event featuring music and sing-alongs and activities and games. Like Sophia Says, not Sofia Vergara, Sophia from the Princess Sophia show, whatever it is. From some of the kids' favorite shows, like Sophia the First, there it is. Doc McStuffins, I can't say that for some reason. I want to say Doc McMuffin, like it's a McDonald's sandwich. Jake the Neverland Pirates, Miles from Tomorrowland, and of course the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yes, unfortunately, parents, there are no pool parties for us. But we shall survive. Like Gloria Gaynor, right? Okay, now we're going to head over to the other coast, sometimes the Superior Coast, because I am the Disneyland snob these days. Well, this is pretty cool. There is now an Inside Out pre-parade at Disney's California Adventure. Join all 5 emotions, joy, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear from the film Inside Out before the Pixar Play Parade in a special pre-parade every day. The float is based on the headquarters seen in the film, and the characters are animatronic. But it works. This looks really good. This pre-parade float. I didn't even know it was coming, so that's awesome. I'm glad to see some Inside Out love. I saw it this past weekend and really liked it. Maybe I'll post the review from the A-List site on here, just so you guys can check it out. Or you can just subscribe to my other channel. That would be nice too. YouTube.com/Westside of 515. Throw that out there. You can do whatever you want with it. All right, and also some more Inside Out news that will please your wiener cravings. Yeah, I know a few of you out there. Yeah, over at Award Winning Wieners, there are 2 new Inside Out inspired hot dogs. The Jubilant Joy Dog is a sweet Italian sausage with bell peppers, lettuce, and cheddar cheese, topped with honey mustard, relish, chopped bacon, and crispy onions on a hoagie roll. That sounds pretty darn good, I must say. We'll keep going. You can also heat things up, like Prince Ludwig, with the Angry Hot Dog, a spicy hot link topped with jalapenos, onions, bell peppers, pepper jack cheese, sriracha ketchup, and served on a jalapeno cheddar bun. That sounds really good too. And there's also new drinks available at Award Winning Wieners. The Joyful Splash with Sprite and flavors of citrus and vanilla, or try the Spicy Fearless Lemonade with flavors of pear, chipotle, pineapple, ginger ale, and Minute Maid Light Lemonade. Both drinks are available in a 16-ounce tumbler with artwork inspired by the film. Would you expect anything less? I'm not sure about the Fearless Lemonade, but the Joyful Splash sounds good. Those hot dogs sound really good too. So if you want to put a wiener in your mouth, check out the Award-Winning Wieners. I've eaten there once, and yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. I just haven't eaten. That was 10 years ago. I've just eaten other places the last 2 trips, but it sounds good. Also at Disney's California Adventure, lots going on there for once. Crawl on over to A Bug's Life Theater for an exclusive Ant-Man preview. Okay, now having Maleficent and Cinderella there didn't make much sense, but Ant-Man in the Bug's Life Theater, that's cool by me. You can catch an exclusive look at scenes from the upcoming film in 3D and complete with in-theater special effects. You can catch a glimpse at the original Ant-Man suit from the movie as well. Ant-Man hits theaters, of course, July 17th. I'm looking forward to the new Ant-Man movie. I know some people are like, Ant-Man? But, I mean, some people said Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know, what's this stupid talking raccoon? You know, everyone is, wants stuff to fail, it seems like. Everyone is so negative these days. It just kills me. That's why I haven't been on Twitter much, because it is negativity city. But someone has to be positive, right? And then we're trying here at the HitchHiking Host Show. Yeah. So anyway, Ant-Man, looking forward to it. Should be cool. All right, and finally, the latest Disney Kingdom comic series has been announced. It's actually a series we've seen before. This fall, we'll see the release of Figment 2. The series will see the continuing adventures of Dreamfinder and Figment. Obviously, if you read the first series, you'll know that. And I really enjoyed the first series. It was a lot different than I expected it to be. Seeing them off in whatever land that was a year ago I read that, so I don't really remember. But I read a lot of comics, people. But I remember I did enjoy the series for sure. Loved Dreamfinder and Figment from the original Imagination ride. So I'm excited to see what happens in the second volume here of their journey. Alright, well that's all the time we've got for this show. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe on the YouTube. YouTube.com/HitchHostShow. You can listen on Podbeam. That's a new link. It's HitchHostShow.podbeam.com. So if you like it on YouTube, like us over there. If you like us on Podbeam, like us on the YouTube. Like it on Facebook, Facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow me on the Twitter at HitchHostShow, and also the Instagram is at HitchHostShow. So thanks again for everybody. I will be back next week with we're going to talk more about whatever Disney news pops up, and hopefully I'll get the first ever Hitch Hosts 101 show up and running, where we're going to talk about Chugga Chugga, Chugga Chugga, Chugga Chugga, Chugga Chugga, Chugga, the Disneyland Railroad. That's right. Hopefully that'll be up soon. Until next time, don't forget to for the next episode. See ya.